Hey man, welcome back to No Sugar Coat Podcast. Back again with another video. It feels good to be back in this space. After working so hard, after so much has been going on. I've been doing a lot in the backdrop, and I know y'all see this beautiful lady right here, Miss Taylor. She wanted to be on one of the videos. She was inspired by one of the videos that I put out, and we've been talking for a little bit. And I said, okay, are you available today? And she was able to get here. It was a last minute thing, so I'm glad she was able to make it. Before we get into everything we're going to talk about, first of all, I want to give all praise and honor to God because He is the reason why we're here today. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen, amen. So Taylor, give the people just a little bit about yourself before we get into it today.
Hey y'all, I'm an artist, so listen to me on all platforms at Hollywood Hippie. I'm also an actor. I'm a vocal coach. I just try to do everything under the sun, you know? Gotta try it once.
Busy bee.
Busy bee.
Busy bee. Yeah, we love to hear that. We love to hear that. So, like I said in the beginning, me and her have been talking for a little bit. We went out and whatnot, and we've been having conversations. And it's been around this overseeing topic that we've talked about, and I thought it'd be something good to get in the studio today and have a conversation with Miss Taylor about it, and also share it with you guys because it's something that goes on in the world every day. So today we're talking about why do people play around in relationships. So Miss Taylor, go ahead and give them a little bit of your insight on what you define as playing around.
I think playing around is just knowing you're not serious, but doing serious stuff. You know, like putting on the front, or doing a trial run. That's playing around. You can't trial run me, bro.
Okay, but when you said do serious things, that's on both parties, because a woman has to let a man in, and if that woman was to pay attention and see that man's not serious, why is she allowing him to do those serious things?
I just want to say nobody knows that they're going to get played until they get played.
No way, Jose.
Bro.
No way, Jose.
Sometimes there are literally no freaking red flags until it happens. Like, no girl is just going to go for a dude and be like, oh, I know he's going to play me, but let's rock and roll, you know?
Okay, but think about this. If you know, now there's certain situations where you're right. But let's say you knew Jared. Right, okay. You knew of him. He wasn't a friend, but he was somebody that you knew of from other friends. You just watched him, right? You seen him when you go out. And Jared, say he's a good looking dude.
Okay.
Jared look like he has many options. There's always women around him. Let's just say hypothetically, right? He's a good looking man. He attracted you. So why wouldn't you think he attracted other women? So if you know this about Jared, explain to me why you would think that Jared potentially wouldn't play you. If Jared has many options, you're not any more other special than any girl. You come with the same thing they come with.
I would say that as a woman, I have many options as well. And I feel like I would probably have more options than maybe Jared would. And so I would assume that, like, since he does have that many options, he would have already played around in the field and know kind of like what he wanted before coming to me.
What if he's still playing around? What if he just looked at you at a mark and you were just like a piece?
He needs to stop playing, bro.
But I'm saying that happens in everyday life, right? These women, and I'm not trying to single out women. You know, I'm not singling out anybody, but I'm saying sometimes you know from the outside looking in what kind of person you're getting yourself into it with. And of course, if that man looks the way that he looks and he attracted you, he attracted many others. And what kind of man, especially in maybe the age range that we're in, will want to steer off any girl that's around him if at the end of the day he only wants one thing? Right? Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you get it?
I do get it.
Because what happens, because in the past, I think we was talking about something with me and you ended up liking this guy, or whatever the case may be, right? I think you know what guy I'm talking about. You ended up liking him, and y'all was talking for a little bit, and then y'all did one of those serious things. Y'all had intercourse, right? And then the relationship changed, right? Remember what we were talking about? The dynamic just flipped. All of a sudden, he was too busy. How'd that make you feel?
I mean, it made me feel like, I know you ain't that busy.
Because
like,
ain't nobody
that busy.
Because ain't nobody that busy, right? Because he wasn't busy before he got what he needed.
That's true.
Or what he wanted. But we do need it sometimes, too.
Yeah. You know, I didn't know it was going to turn out like that before I did it.
Of course.
You know, I didn't know that. I mean, guys are really good at putting on a front to get what they want.
But if you know that, why didn't you vet him properly? Why didn't you go through them necessary steps and make him wait a little longer, maybe?
I did make him wait.
How long?
I mean, The third date.
At least you're on.
I thought it was a good time, you know. It kind of
Okay.
showed him I wasn't like a little harlot out here in these
Okay.
streets, you know. I was
Okay,
like,
okay.
Don't care about how good you look, bro. You're going to have to wait these 3 dates.
These 3 days, what, a couple weeks? What'd you think? How long was them 3 days apart? Take your time now. Take your time.
I mean, I would say, like, you know, 1 date a week, you know.
So about 3 weeks he had to wait.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks, and you thought that was enough time, right?
No, I don't. At the time, I did.
Let me ask you this. How many times have you been through a similar situation like that? Not saying that exact situation, but I guess being played in a way.
Actually, I do want to say that, like, that dude did kind of come around and start acting right. Mm-hmm. But
you got a good part of this. You had a good ending. A lot of women don't get a good ending, so that's a good thing.
But I mean, I wouldn't even say that it ended yet. But there is this one situation. There's this dude I really fell for.
Okay.
He was so fine. Oh my gosh. Looked like a little Prince Charming.
Oh man.
He played the crap out of me, bro. Like, to the point to where, like, these chicks are about to come to my house and, like, just show up and try to fight me. And I had just had, like, my knee surgery. So, yeah, my leg was still, like, wrapped up.
You
and
couldn't
stuff.
do none of that. Then why are we fighting? What was the point of that?
Because
Like,
he gave him my address.
So, was he with another girl while being with you? Like, what was the reason for him getting the other girls to come to you?
So, pretty much, I didn't know, but he was talking to someone else at the time.
Oh.
And she had went through his phone, basically, like, who is this chick? And so he basically had to make a decision really quick on
And he ended up throwing you under the bus.
He threw me under the bus for some other chick.
That makes... Okay. Now that makes sense. That's pretty messed up, though.
It was
so
messed up.
Did it happen? They didn't really show up to your house, or, you know, did they?
Well, so I told her to go meet me at his house, and then didn't show up.
With the messed up knee?
Well, okay, yeah, I was
She
about
a gangster,
to get out
y'all. What the hell? She a hood.
I just didn't want nobody talking down on me. She was disrespecting me, like texting me, like nonstop, calling me, like blowing my phone up. And then he's like playing it into her hands because like I was texting him like what's going on, and she would text me like, don't text him right now. And I was like, damn.
Oh, he was playing. Okay.
He was putting us against each other for real, and I didn't even know her.
Do you think you would have did the same thing? Like, say the guy you talking to now that's going good, right? You found out. Like what would you think? You think you would do the same thing if he found out he was talking to somebody else and he threw her up under the bus?
No. At the end of the day, I would be more mad at the dude.
Come on.
Because I feel like...
Come on. There you go. Keep talking. I'm sorry. Keep going. Because a lot of women don't say that. They get mad at the woman, but the man opened the door.
The man did open the door, and even if it was going good with me, that's something that I would look at as a red flag because, number one, how many other chicks am I going to have to do this with? Number two, if things were going so good, why were you talking to someone else in general? Like...
Oh, them the hard questions you ask him to see why he did what he did.
Nah, for real.
Look, that makes sense. That's a real one right there. This is the real woman right here because a lot of women do not say that. They always go straight to the woman as if she's the reason why, but that man had to give her access, right?
No.
Knowing he was within a relationship. Now, of course, women will come to a man even if he's in a relationship, but that man has to be the one to say, yes.
Yes. Not for real. I think it's both parties, you know? Like, it always takes two to tango.
100%.
And, like, but in situations like that, no, I'm not going to look at the chick and be like, because I've been that chick too. So it's like, I would want the girl to be like, yo, why are you doing this to me? Why is there another chick in the picture if you really love me?
I see what you're saying. If you really love me, why would you allow yourself to be with somebody else? Heartbreak is real, man. You know, for me personally, I don't think I've ever, you know what? I think I did do it once. I want to try it out, right? I wanted to be that guy to say, hey, can I do two girls at the same time? Like,
nah.
But I'm saying I think I was back in Froggy days a long time ago. I think I was back in Froggy. She remember Froggies. So back in Froggy, I think that was what, high school, like 9th, 10th grade.
That
maybe?
was like middle school years.
Was it? I think I was a little older, so. Maybe I was
What
in
year
ninth,
did you
10th grade.
graduate?
17.
I graduated 18.
So maybe I was in ninth grade.
Yeah, and then I was like in 8th grade.
He was in 8th grade. So,
Yeah.
of course, when I was in Froggies, I went to high school with one girl that I messed with, and then I ended up getting with another girl that actually liked me that I met at Froggies. And it was so weird because it was like, can I do this? And it was so messed up, right? I shouldn't have thought that way. But of course, you see it each and every day. You see it, right? Everybody's doing, every man's doing, everything is normal. So I was like, okay, how do dudes do this? I need to experience it to see if I can really do it. Not saying I would have kept doing it, but can I do it? And I'm going to tell you right now, y'all, kudos to you men that can do it. It's messed up, but I couldn't do it because I'm not going to say I'm too emotional, but I care about people's feelings. And it was so hard to try to separate and keep track of who's doing what and who's doing this at this moment in time. It was too much to the point to where I was like, I cannot juggle two people and two individuals at the same time. I couldn't do it. It was hard. Have you ever tried to do it?
Yeah.
But as a woman, I feel like y'all do it anyway.
Not necessarily. I just feel like someone always takes a back burner.
Ooh.
Like when you try to do that, like you're always gonna have your favorite. You're always gonna have your forefront. Like that, just one person is gonna have to take the back seat and get less of you than the other. There's no way to equally split your time amongst two people.
It's not. But why? But if that's the case, why even have that second person involved?
Insurance. Nah, every chick has to have insurance until he makes you his girlfriend, until he makes it official. Have insurance. You might not like him, but you may need him. Oh, God.
Wow. Okay. Why can't a man do that?
I feel like until you make it official, a man can keep his options open. Like, even therapists say, like, in the beginning stages of a relationship, it's good to keep your options open just to make sure that, like, you really like this person. But once feelings actually get involved and stuff, and once you're starting to make that step towards, like, actual commitment in a relationship, the insurance has to go.
You gotta stop paying for that insurance.
You gotta stop paying for the insurance, man. Once the car is paid off, okay.
The car ain't really ever paid off, though, is it?
I mean,
but okay, interesting. If you feel that way, because I know you and maybe many others feel that way, why is it less acceptable for a man to do it? It's okay for a woman to have ABC, but a man needs to only be talking to you. Oh.
I wouldn't say, okay, yeah, it is less acceptable for a man to do it, but a man does it the wrong way, in a way. Like, a man will have insurance in the middle of a relationship. Like, oh, God, and then a woman is more likely, because women always have options. Women know when to, cut someone off. If they really like someone, women don't have that issue. But to guys, like, I almost got married last year. And
yeah, tell the people about that. Tell them, talk to them.
I ended up in jail, y'all. I ended up in jail. Basically, my ex-partner did it with my friend in the restroom, walked in on it. He was doing it raw.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
And so I ended up going to jail for, like, retaliating. Let's just say that.
Let's just keep retaliate. Okay.
But I really feel like there's a difference between less attractive men and more attractive men. Like, I feel like more attractive men who get more girls, are more likely to just cut off someone for someone else. But less attractive men, like, once they have you, they're going to keep you in a freaking egg basket and keep collecting eggs and try to see how long they can keep with you, because it would have been way easier if he wanted to just, like,
let it go.
Like, yeah, we were engaged and we were living together, but, like, I wouldn't have had to go to jail or find out a different way.
Yeah. If he would have did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
If he would have broke it off instead of keeping you around. And in turn, hurting your feelings and, I'm guessing, your record when it came to something like that.
I mean, my record, nah. Like, it ended up, like, one charge got dismissed, one charge got lowered to a ticket, but it did, like, I was on probation during that time. It was for, like, a DWI.
It was a wake-up call, wasn't it?
That, like, sitting in jail over a dude who just cheated on you isn't a good feeling. Like, once you're sitting in there and just realize I'm in here over a man.
Over a man?
Over a man. But that's why I say that men can't keep insurance, because men keep it like way longer. They don't know when to cut it off. But a woman, yeah.
She does it better, is what you saying. You think so?
Personally, like,
I like what you said a minute ago, though. It's interesting to think about it that way. You said good-looking men is more susceptible to cutting a woman off for another. But a not so good looking man, like a 5 or a 6 or 4, whatever the case may be, will keep you in that basket. Will keep holding you on until the time comes that you find out, or maybe they never let you go because you don't find out.
That's true.
See, there's a reason for that though, and I'm not condoning what men do, right? But that ugly dude, that per se, he don't get a lot of women.
I know. That's why he keeping them around.
That's why he keeping them around, and it's not okay. I'm not condoning what he's doing, but to be able to dig deeper and for her to even say something like that, it makes so much sense, but it's not the right thing to do either. They don't get a lot of women. Their choices are very slim. So whatever they get, they have to hold. They have to be. And as far as a good looking man, he has the world at his fingertips.
For
hypothetically
sure.
speaking, not being, you know what I'm saying? But that makes a lot of sense. Wow, I don't think I've ever thought about it that way, Taylor.
No, like,
that's why I like doing this, because I don't think I've ever. Wow.
And then it makes it worse because, like, I was more attractive than my ex-fiance. And so, like, girls started to actually look at him because they're like, yo, why is she with him? And stuff like that. So then I kind of opened up the door for him to get more girls, too, because girls wanted to see what was going on.
What was going on? What was so good about him? Why is this 10 with a 5?
I would give him a 6.
But I'm just... Oh my God. Just hypothetical. Oh my God. But that makes sense. You, in turn, you unintentionally made him look more attractive because it gave them girls like, why is she with him?
Yeah. Yeah, girls are really vindictive like that.
Very vindictive.
Yeah.
But the thing is, y'all don't get looked at like that. The man looks at as the savage, the cheater, the I don't give a hell, I don't give a damn person. That don't make any sense when y'all can be even worse than we can be.
Nah, women, I don't like them sometimes. I don't like, they're catty sometimes. Like, there's like a very small genre of woman I can like really get along with, which is more like myself, the free-spirited and loving and kind. But if she thinks she's hot stuff, or even if she has a really low self-esteem, like, it doesn't work out. Because either she thinks she's hot stuff and wants to make everything a competition with you, or, like, if she has, like, low self-esteem, she's all like, oh, well, screw her. Like, she gets this, this, and this because, like, she looks a certain way or something like that. Yeah.
That makes sense. Coming from a woman's perspective, that makes sense. As a man, we think and interact different with women. Yeah. We don't have the same viewpoint as you do most of the time. We think differently. Wow, you opened my eyes a lot today. You put out some good information out there.
Hey, I'm glad I'm insightful, man.
Right. I mean, as you should be. We all live life in different ways. We all have different walks of life, and I'm glad you was able to give your perspective.
For sure.
That's what this is. That is what no sugarcoat is. To be able to give different perspectives and the way to get in somebody's head and see how they think and why they may think that way. This is great. She coming back. You had fun?
Hey, yeah, I did.
Yourself? I'm glad you got to come. I enjoyed myself. You had me sitting back a couple times. I'm able to really dig into your head a little bit more because like me and Taylor talk, but we don't talk in a space like this, and we don't have they're super deep and honest conversations. And of course, I know you guys want them to be longer, and that's definitely coming. I just got to get some more things in line, and we can have those 30 to 45 minute videos. But Miss Taylor, you want to leave the people with anything before we get out of here today?
Love God. We're in the last days. Love each other.
Yes.
Be kind. Be sweet.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
Oh, and listen to my music, Hollywood Hippie.
Come on. Come on, man. Y'all listen to her. Y'all give her a chance. I got one little announcement to make. I dropped merch. I dropped a whole website. By the time y'all see this video, the website would have been up for a while now. But I did drop merch. I have cups, I have shirts, I have other things in the making. So please go support the channel. The link will always be in the description of every single video. So support it. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you want to see. And like I always say, guys, thank you guys for coming. Leave a comment, subscribe, give me topics, hold me accountable, right? If it's something said here you didn't like, say it in the comments and we can talk about it. Hey, I see y'all again on the next video.
We out.
I'm gonna